This video is for anyone who's on the verge of a relapse. Now, when you go to quit playing video games, it's very common to feel cravings or desires to play. And these cravings can make you feel anxious, and anxiety leads you to wanting to relapse or being worried that you're going to. So I wanted to make this video just for you. The first thing I want you to know is that relapse isn't going to solve anything. You feel anxious right now. You're going through this new period of your life and you're moving on from something that was meaningful to you. And in doing so, you've created this void in yourself. It's almost like this circle. I didn't wear this shirt intentionally, but it's interesting. It creates this void within yourself. And that void was what video games fulfilled for you. So without video games, you feel this void, you feel empty, you feel like you're losing something, you're losing a part of yourself. And that can be scary, but it's okay. It's all part of the process. So although you feel this void, and your natural desire is to just fill it with what you know, which is gaming, that's not going to solve anything. When I was depressed and I was playing video games, games allowed me to escape from my depression. But games didn't fix my depression. So eventually my depression just got worse and worse and worse until one night when I wrote a suicide note. No amount of playing video games was ever going to fix my depression. Only me doing the work and being able to see my depression for what it was going to fix my depression. So if you're feeling anxious right now, hang in there. It's okay. It will get better. The first few days, especially the first kind of like 72 hours, tend to be the worst. And beyond that, the first 2 weeks tend to be the hardest. So if you're within that period of time, you're feeling so much right now. You're feeling your emotions, you're feeling your feelings, you're feeling your cravings. You're feeling that void that you now feel within yourself. So hang in there because it will get better. But if you're on the verge of relapse, it's also really important that you get out of your environment. That's one of the best things you can do right now. So if you're in your room, get out of your room, go for a walk, try to get out of the house if you can, go to the gym, get out of your environment, because your environment right now has a lot of that energy around it. And just starting to move, getting out of the house will help to shift the energy that you're feeling. Beyond that, you want to start to think about, why is it that you were feeling so close to a relapse? Was it that you were feeling bored? Was it that you were feeling lonely? Was it that you were feeling cravings? You feel the way you do for specific reasons. So if you're feeling bored, how can you find some other activities to make sure that you're not feeling so bored so often? If you're feeling lonely, how can you find more connection in your life? Even if right now you don't have very many friends. Posting on Reddit or the Game Quitters forums or joining the Discord chat can help a lot. Hanging out with your family, reaching out to any friends that you do have, organizing something to do together, that can help a lot. If you're experiencing cravings, are you watching streams? Are you reading gaming news? Are you doing things that just cause your cravings to be more intense? And if not, have you been exercising? Because exercise is one of the best ways to shift the energy that you're feeling inside, which is what is creating these cravings. If you're feeling nostalgic, how can you recognize that gaming was a chapter in your life and you're moving into a new chapter, but that doesn't mean that gaming didn't mean something to you. It meant something to you, and that's okay. And now you're just moving into something else. If you're on the verge of relapse, relapse is not going to fix any of your problems. How can we learn from this experience to be able to help us set ourselves up for success in the future? Because that's what this is really all about. All this work, all these videos, everything that we're talking about is all about how do we set ourselves up for success in the future. And that begins by learning from our experiences, the good ones, the bad ones, all of them. Because no matter what, every experience has something that it can teach us. Even the experience of being on the verge of relapse. So I just want to leave you with this. Relapsing back into games is not going to fix any of your problems. It's not going to help you be able to move forward in your life. It's only going to delay it. It's only going to make you feel worse about yourself. So hang in there. It will get better, and trust the process. If you haven't finished the 90 days yet, focus on that. And whether you finish the 90 days or not, just sitting around hoping that your life is going to get better is not going to fix it either. You have to do the work. You have to be conscious in choosing those new activities. You have to become more aware about your life and your surroundings and the relationship that you have with yourself. And you have to be more intentional with how you're spending your time, your energy, and what you're ultimately investing all of that into. Quitting games alone is not going to solve any of your problems. It's only going to rip the band-aid off and show you what's been lying underneath. So after you quit, it's about doing the work. It's about noticing what does your life look like and where do you want it to go, and focusing every single day, one day at a time, on doing exactly that. And then trusting that over the course of time, over the course of your life, it will improve and you'll get there. But continuing to delay it and procrastinating by going back to play video games is not going to solve the problem. So stay in it, stay with it, stay committed. It will get better. And I believe in you. You've got this.